Hello guys, welcome back to Voice Garden, my channel, and I just want to talk about real quick about when I started learning Spanish and my level and everything. So I started learning Spanish around when I dabbled in Mandarin Chinese. It was about over a decade ago. I wanted to learn something else other than Chinese because everyone said it was so hard, and everyone was saying, "Oh, Spanish is probably the easiest language you could learn for an English speaker because it's kind of close to English." And so I went and got the Rosetta Stone. I knew not to grab any of those discs and books from chapters because for me, it didn't work. It has to be fun. And I think this was even before Duolingo and all that stuff and all the apps that they have for free in the store. So I grabbed a Rosetta Stone level 1. I think I paid $50 for it used off of, remember, Craigslist? That was before Facebook Marketplace. And I drove all the way across town. It was like over an hour drive just to get these discs and meet with this lady, and I gave her $50. And I took a chance whether she used the codes or not, because you can use the codes and then you can't register 2 of them. But thank goodness she did not use the codes. And then when I got home, I started learning Spanish. And it was fun for the first 3 hours, and then it just got so tedious and so boring. And then I just kind of put it on a shelf. And then I dabbled in the Rocket Spanish. You remember that one? I thought that was amazing. I downloaded the free samples of Rocket Spanish, and I did that for like maybe an hour or so. And my mom wanted to know what I want for my birthday, and I told her, "Man, I want Rocket Spanish." And but she didn't know how to work the computers and stuff like that, and the credit cards, but I didn't bother end up getting it. I still have that Rosetta Stone, so I just flipped back and forth from Rosetta Stone and the disc in my computer. And I I experimented in a couple other apps on YouTube. I watched a couple videos. So total, I probably put like maybe 50 to 60 hours of learning Spanish. And what do I know? Hola, ¿cómo estás? That's about it. I have abandoned Spanish because I wanted to spend my time. I recently began focusing deeply on my Mandarin Chinese and my French, and I'm just focusing. My main time is on French, and I'm maintaining my Mandarin. And every time I go to learn Spanish, it turns into these French words coming out of my mouth, and in my brain does not want to switch to learn Spanish. It's like, no, we're more comfortable in French. So we'll just speak French instead of learning this new Spanish stuff. And so my mind is in rebellion. And I don't know how to switch it over. I try focusing. One of the programs I was using is Mosalingua, the flashcards, because I bought them all like a long time ago. And it's a really good spaced repetition program that you could use. But I made the mistake of using the same program with French and Spanish, and I'm at an upper beginner in French and a lower beginner in Spanish. So they had so much of a clash. So I just dropped Spanish altogether, unless I can find something that doesn't make them clash in my brain. If you guys have any idea how I can learn like 3 languages, maintain Mandarin, focus on French and learn French, and just kind of like sneak Spanish into there, please let me know in the comments what I should do, because I don't want to drop it. Like I got Rosetta Stone, man. Actually, to tell you the truth, a while ago I bought the Rosetta Stone when the thing first hit. Oh man, they are so sneaky with their advertising. They're like, for $200 Canadian, that's like $150 US. For $200, you can have 25 languages for a lifetime. I'm like, ah! I talked to my wife. I'm like, man, I could get all the French. And I did. I got the Rosetta Stone, and I have 25 languages on there. One of them is Spanish. So I'm just thinking, maybe I can slip that in there, because I also have Fluence French, and I love Pimsleur. So anyways, that's how I began learning. That's my Spanish level. And my motive was just I wanted to be passionate. All the people around me who were Spanish were passionate. They were alive, and I wanted to hook up and just communicate with them on their passionate Spanish level. Like some of the people that I used to work with. When I was building guitars, the Spanish people were the loudest people. You walk in the workplace, you hear Antonio just yelling, and and he's just full of life. And I'm like, man, I want to partake in this Spanish culture. And just, I even went to the Spanish church, and I was laying on the floor, bawling my eyes out. Like God speaks Spanish. Yeah, it was awesome, man. Oh, so anyways, that's my level in Spanish. And my motives was just to get to know all these passionate people on their level, in their language. And so I don't want to drop it, but if you guys can let me know what's the best method, I'm all ears. See you guys in the next video.